and it would be through that Emergency Health Powers Act, which is what.
But see, that's true, but it's not. Everything with these guys is a very slick language of lies to protect them liability. The states have signed agreements with the feds that when the federal emergency management liaison to the state preparedness directorate, when they tell them to go to it, the state then goes, aye, and flips the switch. So it's all legalese games they're playing. But yes, that's what I've been predicting. They're going to have regional freakouts, regional control. To go, oh, look, the Army was out helping. Oh, look, nothing happened. They already have the Army doing drills all over the country. We played those newscasts, played them last week. So again, it's all part of acclimating. You know, the troops are, we're on the street just for the flu or just to stop drunk drivers. It's all to get you comfortable. But then when you actually go to the Army drills, it's for gun confiscation.
Well, there's just two other quick points that I wanted to tell you that I asked her about. One, and she was surprised at both of them. One, I asked her whether Pennsylvania had a plan to deputize non-doctors to give the injections, and what was the definition, the legal definition of deputization. And her and I parried back and forth. She didn't really want to answer. And finally, what she said to me was, Pennsylvania will not deputize. Because I said, what are you going to deputize them as? Police officers, sheriffs, officers of the court? Will they be able to detain me or arrest me?
For those that don't know, a bunch of states have deputized doctors and other people to forcibly inject. That's under the Model States Health Emergency Powers Act. That's all admitted. And I don't believe her. Every state that we've looked at is deputizing emergency people. And it's absolutely hellish. But go ahead.
Well, I believe you, because she did not want to answer. And what it came down to after 5 minutes of her and I going back and forth and Mike having pressed the issue further and further at each retort, she said Pennsylvania wouldn't use the verbiage of deputize. What Pennsylvania would do would be to immunize those people so that they couldn't be sued. And I let that drop at that point.
Yeah. The word is give them immunity.
Yes.
Yeah, give them immunity. Indemnify is the word.
Indemnify.
She was going to. Did she say indemnify?
No, she said immunity.
Well, she just didn't know how. Yes, immunity is the same thing as an indemnity. Listen, I got to jump. Great point. Videotape those meetings. Put them up on YouTube yourself. Look, you're going to get nothing but lies and gobbledygook from local PR people. They go to central meetings. They're told what to say. They go out and then sell you a line of baloney. You can go directly to the executive orders. You can go directly to level 6 under the World Health Organization. You can go directly to the secret state of Texas document we released in April that was sent to us, was given to us by someone I know personally in city government. I'll just leave it at that. Here in Austin. And it is total martial law, total forced inoculation, quarantines, lockdowns of cities. Now, I told people that in April, because I had the eyewitness reports and the documents. It wasn't hard. It's like reading the TV guide. People couldn't believe it. Now you've seen Fox, CNN, ABC, CBS, all saying martial law might be needed. The Army may lock down cities and forcibly inoculate you. They're going to give immunity to locals that forcibly inject you. And now you see governors oppose DOD emergency powers. The Hill newspaper. Governors oppose the DOD emergency powers. National Guard takes over school and swine flu vaccine riot drill. Congressman, Obama could use pandemic to declare martial law. Congressman Brown. Here's another one. Pentagon wants authority to post almost 400,000 military personnel within the United States. Okay, this is the type of news that we have. We know they're built mass graves. We know they're ready. We don't know if they're going to do this in October, November, December. If we get enough word out that this is all hype, this flu is one of the weakest ever seen, and that this is all a cover story, as even Dick Armey's saying, they may back off.
Direct to you and in your face. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Devil in disguise. Well, not anymore. Obama slick-talking, long-legged Mac Daddy in there getting the job done. A lot better than that little Mac Daddy George W. Bush. Even slicker than Mr. Pimp Game himself, Bill Clinton.
You're the devil in disguise.
let's ram in a bunch more of your calls, and big news blitz coming up and some calls at the end of the show. But what is Obama going to do? 41% approval rating. I mean, this looks bad, folks. Never, no president before him in the last 100 years of scientific polling has had below a 45 8 months in. I mean, he is going to really have to stage a crisis or something. And I think that's going to be the flu. What do you think? I mean, it's now come out. Washington Post, Associated Press, Governor Ridge, head of Homeland Security, said they were staging fake terror alerts for elections to get their approval ratings up. This is the name of the game. Fellow cabinet members pushed terror alerts. Washington Post. If you don't think Obama isn't going to stage some stuff, then you need to get your head checked, folks. Let's go ahead and take another call here. Ryan in Washington State. You're on the air.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hey, thank you, Alex. God bless you for what you do. You woke me up 9 months ago. I just have a comment and a question. To everybody out there posting up the posters, do not back down. I mean, these Obamazoids, yes, they're crazy. I mean, I've been spit on, the posters ripped down right in front of my face, you know, and be informed with the facts, because I've gotten into conversations with them, and I think I've opened up a couple of their minds.
Yeah, I would neutralize them. I would say, I don't like Bush. I don't like Bush. I don't like Bush. And if you say that, they'll go, cannot compute, like Robbie the Robot. They go to YouTube, Robbie the Robot cannot compute with the smoke. Cannot compute, left-right paradigm. It's like, you know, the smoke comes out the ears. Try to explain to them, let me guess, that's what you've been doing, but some won't listen, will they? It's more like, they just run up, especially white yuppies, they run up with this crazy look going, you're a white supremacist! You know, you're not allowed to talk about our God. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Exactly. And they don't even know what fascism is. And I said, you're partaking in fascism right now by suppressing my criticism of the government. They don't realize. But anyways, the question was, Obama's approval ratings are going down, and I'm just wondering if they're just going to go straight into martial law and not stage like a terrorist attack or something over in Iran or something to do with Russia, or is it going to be something else? I don't.
Well, the RAND Corporation says they want to start World War III with Russia and China to get us out of the New World Order. I mean, to get the New World Order out of this crisis they're in into the New World Order. They also talk about continuing staging an economic crisis, but that wasn't working for them, so now they're trying to get us out of this with a new bubble of all this fiat currency. So who knows what they're going to do? All the forces are lined up for a giant staged flu pandemic where the feds will come in as saviors, clamp down, but then boost their approval ratings just because people will be happy to be alive at the end of it. I don't know what's going to happen, but I appreciate your call. In fact, let me just now go ahead and briefly get to this, then back to your calls. Here is the Hays County Press, the county south of Austin, the county paper. Freedom of hate speech. And this article has our Obama fascism poster on the front, our variant of it. We also have a socialist one you've seen on the news. And it says Infowars.com and Alex Jones are doing it, and the county needs to pass a law making it illegal because it's not illegal. And they found a few idiot citizens to go tell the paper that they think it's great to ban free speech and that there needs to be a law. Now, if you go read the comments, though, on the 50, 60, 70, 100, it's more than 50 articles I've seen. I'll always look at the comments, and 9 out of 10 or more say free speech. It was okay to put up posters of Bush as a monkey, or Bush as a vampire, or Bush as the Joker. Remember, I mean, in Austin, Texas, those were every other car. Why is there such a freak out over Obama? Because he is the New World Order's golden boy. He is the guy they're counting on getting it all done for him. He was the guy that was slick, the guy that looks like a movie star, that can read right off the teleprompter, better than an Academy Award-winning actor. But it doesn't matter. The substance isn't there. I mean, Ron Paul's not that good of a speaker, but people love him because the information is true. The issue is, then the Washington Post comes out and defends the posters and defends people having them, because they're even taking them off the web. Yahoo, Facebook, Flickr, they're banning them, saying they're racist and evil. They banned our videos on YouTube with the posters saying racism. You can't show Obama as a criminal. You can't show him with horns on his head. You can't show him as a devil. You can't show him as a joker because he's above that. He's your new God. It's a hate crime, as the local paper says. Now, here is Tyler up in Northeast Texas freaking out over it. And I played phone tag with the reporter. I gave him quotes. Those aren't in the story. And they just reported ominously like the police are out investigating and, you know, they're going to. Well, here it is.
Posters depicting President Obama as the Joker started appearing in Tyler, Texas yesterday. The altered picture of the president was made by a college student and has since gone worldwide via YouTube. Up to 20 posters were put on trees, signs, and windows. The only message was the website address, Infowars.com.